Hi, this is Mania, and welcome to Blues Licks Mania, where I'm going to show you some of my favorite fast blues licks that you can use for just heavy metal, rock, whatever style you really play. So I'm just going to run you through some of my favorite licks that I like to play a lot in my own playing. So first lick I'm going to show you is actually the one I just played in the beginning for you. It's an E minor blues, and what it is on the B string, it's going to be E, and then pull off to D. And from there, we go on to B on the G string, and then from there we go on to the blues note, which is only a half step down. So what we have, the pattern is basically like this. And what you want to do, you really want to, start playing that slow at first to really get the feel for it. And the good thing about the lick is you don't have to, there's not a whole lot of big stretches or big movements you have to do. It's really small movements with this. And you want to try to keep them small. You don't want your fingers like, you don't want to do that. You want to try to keep as little movement as possible, because I mean, that's really key. When you're trying to look to gain speed, is try to do as little movement as possible with your fingers and lift them as far away from, as little away from the fretboard as possible. So again, here it is slow. And speed it up a little bit. And when you hear me play the lick, you notice I'm not really playing it with an open kind of feel. I'm kind of giving it a nice palm mute too. I feel like it just has a nicer sound when you have it switched on to the neck pickup, and you give it a little bit of a palm mute. It sounds a little tighter, and you can hear the rhythm a little more. I think you can open it up too. You can start, because dynamics are a really important thing that a lot of guitar players seem to forget. A lot of people just want to play really fast and care about how they play. They just want to play fast, and that's one of the big problems with a lot of shred guitar players. Not that I love shred, but when you know how to mix in dynamics and speed and all that together, that's when you really start to play some really cool stuff. So messing with some different dynamics, play it quietly and then open it up a little bit. So like. So, fool around with that, and I use it. It works in so many different styles. You can use it for anything, but that's the first lick. So have fun with that one. All right, on to lick number 2. This lick idea is more of a legato type of thing, and if you don't know what legato is just using a lot more hammer-ons and pull-offs than alternate picking. So instead of going like, you just go. Use your fingers instead. So I'll play the lick for you first so you can hear it, and then I'll break it down really quick. So here's the lick. Alright, so basically what's going on with that lick is I'm going up the pentatonic scale, the blues pentatonic scale, just on the high B and E strings. So what I'm doing to start first is I'm doing a little like chromatic thing, going starting on the B string, 3rd fret. I'm going chromatically 3, 4, 5, or D, D sharp to the root E. Then I'm catching the G on the high E, and then from there I go back down and play E and D on the B string. So that's the first part. And from there I slide up from D to E. So we have this so far. So. from there, that's when my next sequence would start, is right on that E. But for the E, I just playing pentatonic for this, so I'm just doing E, G, and A, and then I slide from the E to the G. So far, recap. And then from there, just keep doing the same concept, just climbing up the pentatonic scale. So now we're going to hit G, A, and B, and slide up to A. And from here, this is where the blues gets incorporated, because then we play our chromatic thing again. Do A, B flat, and B. Those would be the blues notes in E minor pentatonic. So let me grab the D on the high E string. So, and then we go back down and grab the B again and pull off the A. So we have this, and then slide up from A to B. So running through everything we just did really quick, we have this slowly. And then from there, now we're in a familiar place, back to the E minor pentatonic box. So then we just do B, D, E, back down, slide up to D. And now we're at our starting position again, just an octave higher. So then we just repeat what we did before. Let's see. Then we just keep repeating, climbing. And from this point, this is where the lick usually ends for me anyway. So we go, and I usually grab the high E. So one more time, if I can do it. This will be the lick fast. One more time. Alright, so there's lick number 2. We can use that in your playing as well. And that wraps up the first segment of Blues Licks Mania, so I'll see you in the next video. Take care.